Well, I have some good news for my ponies, for my Sony ponies. All right, don't get triggered, all right? I'm not trying to insult you ponies, okay? It's not my style, okay? It's not what I do, okay? I'm just trying to roast you. There's a difference between an insult and a roast. And I think some of you are having a difficult time understanding the difference between an insult and roast. Roasting is different. Insult is when you truly got nothing good to say about a person. You're going to say all kinds of insulting things. Look, I have a PlayStation 5. I have a Nintendo Switch 2. I have a PC. I have it all, okay? I tried it all. I played it all. All right? I'm not here riding on any kind of a high horse or betting my money on any kind of a high horse. All right? So, all you ponies, calm down. Because I'm here to give you some good news. All right? I'm not here to trigger you. I know just my presence can trigger people. I don't know why. I mean, I'm such a likable, lovable, funny guy around. Very underrated and underappreciated guy. That's a fact. I'm speaking some facts. But anyway, I don't want to talk about me, okay? People who know me, they know, okay? So, what am I talking about? And why is he playing Resident Evil Village? I just need something in the background, okay? I already played Resident Evil Village. And no, it's not a Nintendo Switch 2 version. Okay. Relax, my Steam Deck fanboys. I don't have the Nintendo Switch 2 version. Okay? I don't have it. It would be nice if I had that, generation pack. It would be so nice if somebody could gift me a generation pack so I can trigger the Steam Deck fanboys even further with Resident Evil 7 on a Nintendo Switch 2, Resident Evil 8 on Nintendo Switch 2, The Village, Resident Evil 9, Requiem. Those 3 Resident Evil games, the generation pack would have... that would be like the greatest early birthday gift for me. Because my birthday's coming up soon. I'll be 47, believe it or not. Yeah. It's the next month. But anyway, listen, what I'm trying to say is this. I have some good news, all right? So what's this good news? The good news is this. I can't believe it. And I'm so excited to tell you about this good news regarding the PlayStation. And I feel like a godfather, like Michael Corleone. Just when I was out, they pulled me back in. And that's how I feel about my relationship with PlayStation. It's always been like that. Just when I'm out, they pull me back in. So what are we talking about? Well, the good news is this. On a recent news, and you guys can go look this up, all right? On a recent news, PlayStation is not going to be porting their PlayStation 5 exclusives to PC. And the main reason for this is because they didn't really sell that well on the PC. So they don't feel like they should be putting their PlayStation games on the PC market. Now, we'll still see Death Stranding 2 and Ghost of Yotei, but we're not going to see Wolverine and everything else that comes after that, right? So that means that no more PlayStation 5 games to PC. This is bad news for all you PC Master Race guys. This is a great news for Sony fanboys. So here we go again. Here we go. Oh no, it's Alex. This is a bad news for Oh no, it's Alex, because now Oh no, it's Alex's will say, well, yeah, there you go. You win, Sony. You win, Sony fanboys. I know what he's going to say. Oh no, Alex is going to say, well, we can still, I don't know, what can he say? I don't know, what can he say? He'll probably all right, He'll probably admit you guys win. All right, that's it. But he'll probably figure something out and say, well, what kind of exclusives do you have coming out? Is there anything great? He'll still find something to trigger you Sony fanboys. Don't worry. That's what he does. He's a comedian just like I am. He writes material. He figures things out. He does his research. He puts a lot of effort and research before he actually makes a video, and he works hard. He puts a lot of energy and effort. So, and he's like a Cuban Ben Affleck. Even though Ben Affleck is my least favorite actor, but he's like a Cuban version of Ben Affleck. But anyway, that's Oh No, It's Alex. So the good news is that obviously PlayStation 5 is going back to the exclusivity. This is great because now I'm even more excited to have my PlayStation 5. Now I'm even more excited to maybe in the future, in the future, whenever I am able to even if I don't get a chance to buy a PS5 Pro, I'm still happy with my two PS5s. I'm still okay. They're still great. They're still good. They're still capable, as you can see. I'm still good with my PS5. Even if I don't get a chance to buy a PS5 Pro, I'm still okay. But like I was telling to you guys, if the gods of money give me some blessings and I have some money, to save, sure. If I have some money, sure, I'll buy a PS5 Pro. But it's also a good news for PlayStation 6. So that means we'll see a lot of PlayStation 6 exclusives. But people also ask me, but then Mr. 4K, why would you want to buy a PS5 Pro if PlayStation 6 is coming around the corner? Why waste $800 on the PS5 Pro? Well, because PS6 is not coming till like 2030. So we still got a long way to go till 2030, all right? So that's a long time to wait. And I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen. Is the world's going to end by 2030? I don't know, dude. So I don't want to wait that long. So like I said, if I get a chance to buy a PS5 Pro, I will certainly buy it. But if I don't, I'm still okay. I'm still happy with my PS5 Slim and my PS5 Original and my PlayStation Portal and my PlayStation VR 2. So I'm still okay. I have two PS5s. It's not like I'm missing out, But yeah, so this is a good news. I felt like giving you my beloved Sony fanboys. I'm not going to call you ponies. I don't want to insult and trigger. I think I have insulted and triggered many of you lately. I want to give you a break. All right? A well-deserved break. Okay, so this is a good news. And actually, I'm happy for this. I am. Because now I can look at my PlayStation 5 and say, well, hello, my old friend. Long time no see. It's good to see you. And, it's great. So, it's all fine and dandy. And I'm feeling sleepy. And, people ask me, am I satisfied with what I have? Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with my PS5 and Nintendo Switch too. When you go to Japan, you know what you see? When you go into a Japanese video game store, they have their own video game stores like everybody else, okay? And when you go to Japanese video game store, all you see is PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch 2. That's all they have. Because, well, it's Japan. And Japanese mainly, they play either Nintendo or PlayStation. So of course you're going to see plenty of PS5 and Nintendo Switch 2 games. And something interesting about Resident Evil in Japan, they don't call it Resident Evil, they call it Biohazard. I didn't know that, but now I know. In Japan, they call Resident Evil Biohazard, but here and the rest of the world, and the Europe and other places, they call it Resident Evil. But in Japan, they call it Biohazard. Now you know. They call it Biohazard. See, now you learned something. You see? You learned something. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy between my gaming laptop, which is very powerful, i9 processor, 4070, 16 gigs of RAM, very powerful. Between my Nintendo Switch OLED, Nintendo Switch 2, PS5, PlayStation VR 2, I'm more than happy with what I have. But anyway, this is a good news. I don't want to spend too much time with this video. It's already 12 minutes. But I think this is a good news that PlayStation 5 is not going to be porting their exclusive games to PC. This is great because now you can say you can only play that game on a PlayStation 5. And that's great. Because that's what makes PlayStation is exclusivity. So anyway, there's some good news. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you, and have a good night.